welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Krogal, and I'm back today with another thrift haul, friends. Frankly, I was very surprised with how well the first haul that I posted went over. I had mentioned in that video that, you know, I know the content that you guys are used to around here is not resale or thrifting related, and I was very surprised with, like, I felt like it got a decent amount of views for being something that's not typically in my wheelhouse, and the comments were very positive. So I'm bringing you another haul today. If you want to know a little bit about, like, my thought process when it comes to thrifting, why I sell on the Real, why I'm not selling on other platforms, I will link that initial video that I did up above in the cards, because that is going to give you guys a lot more information as to what's going on up here when it comes to thrifting and reselling. A few things before we get started. This haul is chock full of stuff. I was initially going to do like a very specific like niche video, and I was going to do all winter items, like winter thrift haul for reselling. However, I did go to the thrift a couple days ago, and I really want to share that stuff with you guys, and none of it's winter. So we do have a lot of like coats, jackets, sweaters, and then I have the items that I picked up 2 or 3 days ago. So that's the first thing out of the way. The second thing is, I mentioned this in that initial video, but my typical cost of goods is between $5 and $7. So if you don't hear me say how much I spent on something, I spent between $5 and $7. If I paid up or I got a steal, if I got it for less than $5, then you will hear me mention that. We have mostly Goodwill items today. I did pick up one thing from Salvation Army, and I did have one Poshmark purchase. I bought something on Poshmark that I purposely bought to flip, to sell on the Real. Other than that, I do have three items that I sent into Poshmark in like March or April. It was when that I sent into the Real in March or April. It was when I first started doing this, when I first started reselling. They are winter pieces, like sweaters and a big faux fur vest, and they did not get purchased. They got marked way down, like way down, and I asked for them back, which you're allowed to do. I didn't like the sale prices that they were at, considering that was in, you know, March or April when I sent them in. Now we're in September and we're heading into fall and winter, and so the decision I made was to recall those items, which you can ask for them back. They send them back to you. You don't have to pay shipping or anything, and then I'm just gonna resend them in probably towards the end of the month, because now we're in the season. There's a higher chance these pieces will be bought and that they won't be marked down again. So I will kind of hit on those notes as well as we go through everything. We're just gonna hit the ground running. Let's just do it to it. We are going to start with one of those pieces that I asked for back. So like I said, I bought this in like March or April. It was one of my first boxes I ever sent into the Real. This is a Rachel Zoe faux fur vest. It is in absolute perfect condition. It is beautiful. Rachel Zoe, I've mentioned this before, is a very bread and butter brand for me. I have sold so much Rachel Zoe on the Real. It just sells really good for me. So I did pay up for this. I paid $12 for this, which is like, ooh, for me. That's a lot. But there are a couple of these that have sold on the Real. I'm looking at my list right now, and they have all sold between $120 and $150. I guess we can just do everything that I have recalled and then I plan on sending back in. It's all Rachel Zoe. Next up is this sweater dress. I remember when I found this and I was like, oh my god, this would be perfect for fall. So this is a Rachel Zoe sweater dress in a large. It's this like taupe color. It is like a maxi sweater dress. Maybe it'll be sweaty. I think it'll hit like mid-calf. So maybe not full on maxi, but it's super cute. You can tell it has a little stretch to it, but I think it would be pretty form-fitting. Again, they started this pretty high. They started it decently. It was listed for, I think, $90, and when I asked for it back, it was all the way down to $30. It was like $35 or something. So I'm glad that I recalled this. I did look at, you know, I know what they listed mine for, but I looked at what these sell for, and this should sell for around $80. And then the last item that I asked for back is also a Rachel Zoe piece. I love this sweater. Like, I was tempted to keep this for myself. So this is a Rachel Zoe, like I said, size large. It's this super cute, I love this color, this like olive color. You can see it has like this like, I guess this isn't ribbing, but it has ribbing down at the bottom here, slits on the side. It's somewhat of a high-low a little bit, and then these super cute like tortoise shell-esque buttons. It's just adorable. This sweater, this exact sweater is on there. It has sold. There must have been two because I put a range. It could sell for between 60 and 70. Okay, now moving on to our more recent items. These are all winter-esque items, fall items that I have been picking up over the last couple of weeks, and I've just been literally like shoving them in my closet. I have this huge Goodwill bag, and I've just been putting tons of stuff in there that I've been waiting to send in when the season is a little bit more appropriate. So first up, we have this Columbia men's long sleeve. So it's, I wouldn't even just say, I mean, it's a long sleeve shirt, but this is like heavy duty. Like, it's not just a thin cotton top. It's a heavy duty shirt. It has this button detail at the top. These do not go for much, but Columbia is, first of all, it's a brand that I was surprised The Real even accepted, because when I think luxury or high-end, I don't think about Columbia. But that being said, at the Goodwill, they always mark up Columbia like nobody's business. I mean, you're gonna pay probably between like $10 and $25 for a Columbia piece. So I felt like I kind of had to buy these ones because they weren't marked up as high. They were, like I said, between $5 and $7. So this one in particular is like the lowest, is projected to sell the lowest out of all the items that I have. This should sell for around 40. Lots of Columbia today, friends. This, you just feel like you're getting such a deal. I mean, you are, but the Goodwill they just mark up their Columbia so high. So when it's not so high, you're like, oh my God, I have to get it. Like, it's not $15. Next up, I have this is a Columbia Kids. It's a size 14 to 16, and it's just a gray, dark gray fleece. It almost looks kind of navy, with a pink zipper. It is in fantastic condition, great condition, and this is projected to sell for 60. Next up, we have another kids Columbia. This is a smaller one. This is an extra small, so it's a 6 or a 6X, also in fantastic condition. It's this like super cute teal color. This is also projected to sell for 60. All right, so rounding out our winter items, we have this Burton hooded jacket. This is an size extra large. I'm pretty sure it's a women's extra large. Initially I was like, could this be like a kids, like a youth extra large? But I'm pretty sure it's a women's extra large. It says Burton across the front. It has pockets. It's this like, it's fleece lined inside, and then this material is this like soft, slick, shiny kind of material on the outside. It's in great condition. Burton, if you've never heard of them, they're like a snowboarding gear company. They make a lot of like snowsuits, snow pants, snowboarding boots, and they also have a lot of just like hoodies, kind of like comfy casual pants, and things like that. Now, this was my Poshmark purchase. I paid $11 for this. That's including shipping and everything, and it should sell for around 80, which is of course a good flip. Like, I'm gonna be making money. However, my mom just sent in a similar jacket, and her jacket got priced at like, I think $130. So it could be that now we are entering fall, they are pricing these a little bit higher, so we shall see. All right, now onto the non-seasonal items, just things I've picked up. First up, we have this Pierre Cardin suit jacket. There's the other logo right there. This is a obviously men's suit jacket. I liked it because it wasn't just like black or brown or navy. It was like an actual print, an actual pattern. All the buttons are there. Now, Pierre Cardin is a good brand to pick up, but I will say the women's items tend to go for more than the men's stuff. So this should sell for 80, which I'm completely happy with. I did pay $8 for it, so a little bit more, just a little bit than I normally like to spend. I have been picking up a lot of Pierre Cardin lately, lots of shirts. They're actually just processing 2 boxes that I sent in that have like 6 Pierre Cardin shirts in there. They're pricing them all very fairly, for like between 60 and 70, but I don't know how they sell. So I will be intrigued to see how long it takes for this to find a home. Okay, Now moving on to the things I literally picked up 2 days ago that I'm gonna be sending in probably tomorrow. Let's start with this. So this, oh my God, I feel like this is going to like rip when I hold it up. I did show all of these on my Instagram, so if you follow me over there, you've already seen these pieces. But this is a Missoni sweater. It is so delicate and fragile and lightweight, and I feel like I'm gonna ruin it. So it has kind of like that typical Missoni zigzagging pattern, very long sleeves. There are two of these like black ties, so you can tie the front. Now this is a straight up Missoni. I have never found this before. I have found M Missoni or M by Missoni, which is like their diffusion line. They do take that at the Real, but this is like a straight up Missoni. I'm very intrigued to see what this is going to list for. Based on other comps, it should sell for between 100 and 150. Between 1 and 150. The kind of interesting thing about this is I've more frequently been looking in the men's section when I'm going to the thrift, and I was in the men's section in the shirts, and this was just like shoved in with all the shirts. So I'm very pleased with myself that I've decided to go through men's stuff, because if I didn't, I would not have found this little gem. All right, next up, are you surprised? We have another Rachel Zoe piece. I think this is so cute. I want to keep it for myself. So this is a Rachel Zoe, and you can see it is a one size. It is a robe, or I mean, I honestly think it's like would be the perfect like bathing suit cover up, just based on like the style and the print. So it's very long. You have these like half sleeves, obviously this super gorgeous green palm leaf print. There are tassel ties in the front. I'm well aware this is like not giving you guys the full picture. I will put up on the screen. They have sold a couple of these already on the Real. I will put up like what it looks like full length, but I was really excited to find this because like I said, I have found so many Rachel Zoe pieces and I've never found anything like this. Based on comps, this should sell for around 80, and I'm like more than happy with that. All right, the two items that I'm the most excited about. Let's start with this Todd's purse. So I found this Todd's handbag. This is the first handbag or like accessory that I'm going to attempt to send in. I did find this at Salvation Army. I never go to Salvation Army unless it's near a Goodwill. I shouldn't even say that. I usually go there if it's near a Goodwill and I struck out at the Goodwill. Then I'm like, oh, they have to have something at Salvation Army. So that's what happened to me. I went to the Salvation Army. Take a shot every time I say Salvation Army. And I saw this. It was a little frustrating because I don't know why, but this time in particular, this label stood out to me and I was like, that might be something, I need to look it up. I saw that the Real took it. I started looking at comps, and then I was frustrated with myself because I know I have seen this out before and I have not picked it up. So this bag is kind of just like a basic shoulder bag. I love that it's just a like neutral taupe or beige color. It definitely has like some nicks on the front. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up. And just some like normal wear and tear, like right here is a little faded, but the inside is like pristine. So this was priced, like the tag is still on it, for $11. You can see right there, $10.99, but yellow tags were half off. So I paid $5.50 for this. Comps are all over the place, but this should go for between like $200 and $225, even with all the nicks. I did check that just because I noticed kind of some of the scratches that were on the front, and so many of the different listings that I clicked on down in the bottom where it talks about the wear, they just disclose all the flaws, and the bags still sell. So that's one I'm super jazzed about. All right, and lastly, this is another one that I'm just very intrigued. So this is a beautiful like emerald green sleeveless dress. I just feel like this would be perfect for like a Christmas party, and it feels like so lush. I love this material. So this is by the brand Henning. And similarly to, still has the tag on it. Similarly to the Todds, I just saw this and I was like, this looks like something like this. This font, everything looks like money. Like, I need to look this up. I looked it up on the RealReal. I saw that they took it. It was $9. So I was paying up for it. So then I'm like, okay, well, I need to see what this sells for because I'm paying more than I normally do. There are only 2 henning items listed on the RealReal, and they have both sold. Neither of them were dresses, which made it a little difficult. So I did a little bit of research in the store. I don't normally like doing extensive research while I'm in the thrift store because I'm normally on a serious time crunch and I just don't want to spend my time doing that. But for this piece I did because I wanted to see if it would be worth it. I looked up Henning, and Henning is a plus size exclusive brand. They only sell things that are size 12 to size 24. They still have this dress on their website and it's $495. So I was like, I'm getting it. Now I think the fact that there are only 2 Henning pieces on the RealReal could work in my favor or not. I could see this sitting for a long time because there are only 2 pieces. Like, I'm curious if there just isn't enough out there for people to know about the brand, and so maybe it'll just sit around, or the demand, I don't know, the demand could be really high, especially since it is niche, it is plus size, and I could see it being listed and sold within a day. So I have no idea what this will sell for. Based on the jacket comps, there was a trench coat that sold for $150, and there was a leather jacket that sold for $495. So I feel like this could probably easily fit in between there. I think it will be listed for more than $150 given that it still has the tag on. So fingers crossed. All right, y'all, that is my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. I am gonna be doing a video at the end of the month. I'm gonna do like a what sold in September. I wanted to do an August one, but now we're already like 1/3 of the way through September. So I am gonna be doing that, so keep an eye out for that. If there's any other reselling content that you guys want, specific ideas that you have that you think would be interesting, definitely let me know. I'm talking a mile a minute. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, friends.